Hello and welcome. My name is Gabriel Jimenez. This is Gateway Wholesale Homes training modules combined number 5 and 6. In today's training, you're going to learn how to syndicate to our classifieds and our social media accounts. I created another module before separately on how to do these jobs individually, but now that we have this FreedomSoft system, some of these trainings are integrated, and I want to make sure I bring you up to speed on how to do it now that we have this system. A lot of it, some of it will look the same, some of it will not. So please use this as a reference as to how to proceed going forward with how to update to our classified sites and our social media accounts that we use. Okay, so here we are in FreedomSoft, and I'm going to click 1328 Morris Road because I have not syndicated this or included it in our to our social media sites yet. So I'm going to start by opening it. Now, typically, this is going to be done anytime that immediately following you setting up a web page, an email letter, and updating all inventory. Okay, so those three steps need to be done before we syndicate and post to social media and classified. So again, this step is going to happen after setting up the one-page property details web page, after you've created the email letter with all the properties in there, and after you've updated the all inventory page. Then these modules 5 and 6 are to be performed. So let's get right into it. First, I would open up the property that we're referencing. Now, you can only access this portion under the Properties tab. So again, when we start on the dashboard, if you click in the property that we need to work on in the dashboard, it will take you right to this Properties tab right here. If you are not starting out from the dashboard, let's say that you're in a lead and you need to do this, you would need to switch the lead over into a property. Okay, but generally speaking, this should already be in the property section. If you don't see it on the dashboard at all, it may be that I just forgot to include it onto the whiteboard dashboard, but you can always find it by going under the properties tab. So let me just go and show you. I've already showed you how to get to it from this home screen. Let me show you how to get to it from the properties tab. It really is no different. But if we start out from the properties tab, you would simply find the property that we're referencing. In this case, it would be 1318 Morris Road. It's the top property. You simply click on it. Over here and on the left-hand side, you can see where it says Internet Syndicator. Now you're going to click on this. This one step is actually going to do multiple things. This is going to simultaneously post to many of the classified sections or sites that we use, and also to most of our social media. There are going to be a few manual steps you'll have to do that this will not automate, but I will show you how to do that as well. So please take notes and refer back to this if you need to. Now, the first thing that you'll notice is when we clicked Internet Syndicator, this box pops up. It says FreedomSoft should only be used to market properties that you have the legal right to market. Either you're the owner, you're a licensed real estate agent with a signed listing agreement, or you have the legal right to advertise the property. Any of these might or do apply. Either we are the owner, or we're doing it with our licensed realtor, or we've signed a contract and we have a financial interest in the property. So you want to go down here and click I agree and I have the legal right to advertise this property for sale. And then you want to click confirm. Then you want to click begin syndication. So here's the next screen that pops up. All you're going to do here is just fill out any of what it's asking you right here. So under presets, we're going to go for, you're going to choose the name of the person that it's being syndicated for. Now, in the meantime, until I ask you to do it differently, we're going to choose right here, Gabriel. That's me, because I generally will send out the marketing, and I have a office telephone number that goes to our recorded virtual assistant, so that all of the messages are recorded, and I can forward those messages accordingly depending on which salesperson they need to go to. So you're going to choose me, Gabriel. Um, Next, we've got, see, it already pre-fills. Here's the information. Here's the phone number that when people call in on the ad, this is the one that gets recorded into our company, our company mailbox, and I can again forward that out. Also, any emails that need to get forwarded directly as a result of a particular salesperson's, advertise or a property, I'll send it directly to them. In the future, this will change as the salespeople get up to speed. I will have you doing this directly with them, meaning that their email address will be in here. Most likely, we'll still be using the phone number, but I'll keep you aware of the changes as they occur. You want to make sure that the property type is correct. So single family. In this case, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And again, a lot of these areas are going to be pre-filled from the other screens that we've already filled out to get to this point. Parking spaces, this is just pertaining to garage. Down here, I would click garage since it doesn't say it specifically. Over here, year built, you can leave that blank. HOA or maintenance, we don't have that. You can leave that blank. The living area, or you want to, that's been pre-filled. If it isn't, if any of this stuff that you know that we have as information is not filled out, then I encourage you just to fill this out beforehand. Um, any of the information here, you can click it off if you know it. If you don't know it, it's not a real big deal. You can leave it blank. Okay. So then we're going to go to next step. Next step is property photos. If you'll notice, a lot of the photos are going to come in from, again, the setup that we did earlier to get it to this point. All I would do in this particular case is make sure that the photographs are in the arranged order that you want them to appear in the ads. So in this case, this is the front of the property. Okay, I'm going to drag this. Oh wait, I'm going to drag it by clicking the reorder button. Hold up. I'm going to just drag it up. And then when it gets to the top, I'll let it go. Oh wait, where'd it go? I gotta do that over. Let me do it a little bit slower. Sometimes you have to drop it into one of the ones underneath and then just take it again from here. I'm going to pull this one down. Okay, so that's that. Now this one right here, this property or excuse me, this picture right here and this picture, these are, at the back of the property and the adjacent lot. So I'm going to want to move these down to the very bottom. So all I'm going to do is bring it down here. I'm going to try to get an open spot. There we go. And then I'm going to go and grab the other one and bring that down here too. Where is it? It's right here. And again, when you're organizing pictures, you just want to put them in order of how someone will be walking through the front door. This one, I'm going to take this out because we don't need 2 pictures of the front. So I will not include that one. You can just put a check mark in the box or uncheck it if you do not want that photo included. After you're done arranging the photos in the order that you'd be walking through, like you'd see the front of the house, there's the garage, you go into the kitchen, and so forth. You just want to put the rear and any outside exterior photos towards the end. Okay, and then you just want to click the Add Photos button. Or actually, you don't need to do that. You already added them. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still learning this as well. But when you click the Add Photos, if anything is missing here that you want to add, you would have the choice to go to our Dropbox or wherever the photos are saved and add more. But after you're done this, arranging the photos, you would want to click Next Step. Okay, so now it's taking us to the listing title. In this case, what I generally do is I'm going to actually pull up the web page that was created. Let's see here. There it goes. I'm going to just simply copy this portion. Amazing opportunity in the main line in Wynwood. Okay, because that's the title that I want to use. So I'm going to paste it right here. Description, you can take that directly from your ad as well. You can copy the whole thing down to here. Control C. You You're going to Control V like Victor, paste it right in there. After repair value, again, that's going to be taken from here as well. Here we go, 714. That's it, the after repair value. Put that in here. The rehab cost, this one we're going to take from the repair cost estimate, this link right here. And on this one, because it's a fix and flip deal, you're going to be using this 62601. In this portion right here, okay, so it's asking if you want us to include the Zestimate or the appraisal, or e-appraisal, I should say. In this particular case, now this is where you need to pay close attention to this, because the Zestimate and the e-appraisal, these are two figures that are not consistent with the comps that we ran. These are compiled based off of the information of the property in as-is condition. We are not selling it in as-is. We are trying to entice buyers to buy it based on the after repaired value. So in this case, we would not include the Zestimate and we would not include the e-appraisal. If the Zestimate coincides with this number, then you could include it. Okay. In some cases, it could be argued that the Zestimate could be used because it's close to what we're selling it for. And actually, you know what? If that's the case, then I do want you to go ahead and click it. Now, in this case, we're selling it for $500,000, as you can see on the ad. And it's saying that the Zestimate and as-is condition is at around almost 501. So in this case, I am going to include it in the listing. The sales price here is 500,000. Files, you would choose any file that you might want to upload with this. In this case, I'm not choosing any. And then you want to do, it says websites, Gateway Wholesale Homes Inventory.com. This is a website that is in conjunction with the FreedomSoft software. This is not our home site. I know it looks very close in the name, but this is a completely different site, and I will be able to show you that later. Also here, so we have this checked off. You want to include this, and I'll show you why, because this will automatically post it onto our inventory site. We have a site that you have not seen yet, or probably have not seen yet, which it automatically posts to. We don't really use that site much. We use our own home site that we built, but nevertheless, we like to put it on here as well. This is the Twitter account that you created. Here is our LinkedIn account. You want to make sure checkbox are in both of these because we're going to include this to go out automatically. You'll notice Facebook is not included in here. The reason being is we are having a glitch with the system where every single time we go to post to our social media, for some reason, and we have not been able to figure out why, but for some reason it is getting posted to my personal Facebook page and not my business Facebook page. I've tried every combination. I've talked with tech support. We're not able to figure out how to get the username and passcode correctly input to make this post automatically to my Facebook. So what you will do is you will simply take the link out of LinkedIn the same way that you've always posted from LinkedIn to Facebook, and you would simply copy that hyperlink directly into Facebook status update the same way you've always done in the previous modules. If you need a refresher on how to do that, I would simply say go to module 6 or the original module 6 where it says post to social media, and it would show you how to do that. I'm not going to be erasing that. I'm just going to be adding this module as a combined module 5 and 6 together with the updates. So you would make sure these boxes are checked. And then down here, you can see that these are the third-party sites that it gets syndicated to automatically. These are classified sites. The only ones that are not in here is FlipNerd and My House Deals. So you're going to leave these checked as well. Now, My House Deals and FlipNerd, you're going to, after all this is done, you're still going to have to update and post to those individual sites as well. It's just that now we have a few more added onto the bunch. Now, with regards to Backpage and Craigslist right here, Backpage and Craigslist require a manual update. So in other words, the same way you've been updating Backpage and Craigslist and posting to it, you're still going to have to do it that way through here, but there's going to be you're going to be accessing it through FreedomSoft. All of the other sites, this CLR Search, Hot Pads, Local, Oodle, Trovit, Yakaz, and Zillow, these are automatic posts. There's really not a whole lot that you're going to have to do here other than just press the send button and it's done. But Backpage and Craigslist, you're going to have to manually post similar to the way you've already been doing it. So once all of this information is checked off and you like what you see, you're going to go up here and press next step. All right. Now, let's see here. It may take a few seconds for your listing to post to all social media and third parts you've selected. It says here, updating websites. Okay, so the website was already updated. Syndicating to Gateway Twitter account. It's in process of doing it. It's in process of syndicating to LinkedIn. And third-party sites checked off. It has been done. Now, if you can see right here, it says, here's the HTML code for including the listing on the third-party sites. The only ones, again, that it does not do automatically is Backpage and Craigslist. So what I would do here is this. You need to highlight this whole area, this whole section. I highlight it, I press Control C, and then you would simply click on the Backpage link. It's going to open up a new tab. It's going to take you directly to Backpage, and this is exactly the way you have done it before. You're simply going to go to Pennsylvania. You're going to click on Philadelphia. You're going to go to, where is it? Real estate for sale. You're going to go to homes for sale. Philadelphia again. And then simply what you're going to do is click in the description section and Control V like Victor. You're going to see a bunch of code in here. This is normal. Okay. When you go to preview this, you're going to see what it looks like, and I'm going to show you in a second. So what you would simply do is you'd put the title in here. You can take the title directly from, or you know what you had earlier. The title, I believe, was where is it? It's right up here. Amazing opportunity on the main line in Wynwood. Control C. Go back to Backpage. Control V. You're going to put the price in here, 500,000. You're going to put the location, Wynwood. Bedrooms, 3. Create a map link. Here you're gonna do the address the way we are accustomed to doing them. You're not going to put the full address. You're going to write 13XX Morris Road. That way people just can't run to the property and see it without calling us first. You're going to put the zip code 19096. The email address should already be in here. Forward email responses to me. That should already be checked off. And then mobile notifications, you do not need to fill this out. Add images, you do not need to fill that out because they're already going to be included in this code. And then you're going to simply come down here, press continue. And then a new box should come up. It wants you to check off that you are not a robot. You want to check that off. And you want to preview the ad. This is what it looks like. This is everything that code did. So it does eliminate a few steps of you having to upload pictures and whatnot. But this is it. And then when you're done, you are simply going to click Place Ad Now. So again, you want to review it, make sure the email is in there, the contact person. Here's all the information about the property. There's the Zestimate. Again, it's next to our asking price. And now you can see why I told you to take out the other one, you know, the e-appraisal. And don't include Zestimate if it's going to be a lot lower than our asking price because you want these numbers to be consistent. And then after repair value is in here, the rehab cost is in here. Okay. Our description looks good. You want to place ad now. Placing ad, and it says all done. To view your ad, you can click it here. There's your ad. Not really sure what this is right here. But when the person hits reply now, this is going to come back to me any which way. Again, there may have been something that I did that was off. It looked like it reviewed it in the review. It looked correct, but I'm not really sure what this is. So don't worry about that too much. As long as the phone number's in there, my name, someone can contact us directly. Okay, this looks good. Now we're going to go back I mean, if you could figure out honestly how to fix this email issue, I've never seen this happen before. I don't know if it's going to be an issue that keeps happening, but maybe you can play with it a little bit and figure it out. But okay, so now we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the syndication. You're going to do the same thing with Craigslist. You simply would cut and paste. You would go to Craigslist. You would go to housing offered. You would go to real estate by broker. I will abide by these guidelines. You're going to paste all of that into the body. You're going to go back up here and take the heading, copy that, paste it here. Specific location, Wynwood, postal 19096. And again, all of this should look very familiar. You're going to put the phone number in, 610-713-8453. There it goes. Email address, Gabe J, Gateway Wholesale Homes. You're going to retype it. Okay. Users can also contact me by phone. You just want to click off that. I don't want them texting me. Contact name, Gabe Jimenez. That's me. You're going to put the square foot, 1,800. Could put the price, 500,000. Available. You want to make this available today. Bedrooms. You're going to do 3. Bathrooms, 2.5. And then you're going to do housing. That this is a house, not an apartment. You can leave this blank. Oh wait. Well, the garage. You want to put attached garage. The laundry. You can leave that blank. Furnished, no smoking, or wheelchair accessible. Leave that blank. Same thing here, show on maps. You want to do 13XX Morris Road. You want to do the city, which is Wynwood, and then you want to do PA. It is not okay for others to contact you about other services, so do not check this bottom. And then you want to click continue. It's going to show you exactly where, roughly about where your property is. You want to hit continue. Let's see here. You want to, I believe in this one, you're going to have to add images on Craigslist. On Backpage, you did not have to add images. On Craigslist, you will. So then you would just want to add in the images that you want to put in here. So let's just go and add some. Let's start with the front of the house first. And I'm just going to control, just pick a few of these that I want to put in there. Basement, garage, the kitchen, the bathrooms. I want to put the street view, the back of the house, and this. And then you want to put open. Click open. Once these have loaded, you can arrange them how you want to. Again, I would simply be putting, these the front of the house in the front. You can add more photos as you need to. You want to drag this down to the bottom. Maybe drag the street view up here. Drag the adjacent lot down at the bottom here. And then this looks pretty good. And then you want to go down here and done with images. Okay, this posting has been blocked. The reason why this is blocked is because we've already uploaded this. I'm just showing you this for demonstrative purposes, for instructional purposes. But this would not say this if we were actually, if we had not already posted this. So then you want to go back and you're going to click complete. Now, if you notice, it will show you that everything has already been updated now. So everything here, it's showing you a status on the summary sheet. It's showing you that it has been syndicated to the all inventory website. I'm going to click view so you can take a look at that website right now. Here it goes. So when we go in here, you can see that everything is included. This is the all properties for sale. So if you click here, just back to listings, you'll see the properties that we're working on. Because I've syndicated these other two already, this is how they show up. If you want to read more, the person would click here. It simply shows them a little bit more right here. Okay. They can set their preferences up here as a buyer. If a person wants to tell us a little bit about who they are, what they're looking for, they can fill this out, and this lead information will be uploaded automatically into the FreedomSoft system. This email gets sent out automatically on my autoresponder, but that is the only time I advertise this email is when a buyer is when one of our campaigns, when we get a lead from the campaign, the autoresponder that automatically goes out that you may not be aware of automatically has this website attached to it. And that's this way the buyers will see what we've got, and if they're interested in joining our list, they can join it right from here. It tells a little bit about us, tells our contact information, okay, and that's that. So if we were to go here, you could remove or add. Again, we've already attached this to Backpage and Craigslist, and it automatically has updated to these other sites as well. It also automatically uploaded to Twitter and LinkedIn. Now, to take a look at Twitter and LinkedIn, let's take a look here. Let's go to LinkedIn first. Let's refresh this page just to make sure that we can see everything. And after you upload to our social media sites, I want you to go in and check to make sure that everything does look right. Let's take a look here. Let's go in our profile. Let's click on your updates. And this should have updated in here. Let's see here. Published. Maybe it hasn't updated as of yet, but generally speaking, these will go directly here. There may be a little lag time in between it. Let's see if it updated to Twitter yet. There is a little lag time, so you may have to come back and check this to make sure that it has updated. If it hasn't, then you need to just make sure that the process is correct. Because it says here that there was a little, there is a lag time in between when you press this syndicator versus when you actually, when it actually will show up on our site. If it does not show up, you just simply need to come here and click repost. So if I were to click repost, it would simply, this would open up and you would just press, you would click a message in here and press syndicate, and then it would repost that to our social media. Now this is how you do it. Now when you're in LinkedIn, typically there is a link that you would cut and paste. I want you to still continue to take that same exact link, go over to the Facebook business page, hit update status. As soon as update status comes up, you would cut and paste that link in the spot and press post. And that's how you are going to make sure that they get into, let me get this out of here. What is this gateway also for Facebook? Get updates. I don't know what this is. That's exactly what you would do. So you would just cut and paste that in there. So that's about it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please let me know. It's pretty basic and straightforward. And again, you just have to make sure that once you do this process, you are going out and you're going to double check your work to make sure that everything has been posted correctly. And you would do that again, view here, and you would go into each of our social media accounts and make sure that they have posted there as well. Um, After you're done these, again, you can go into Flipnerd and My House Deals and make sure that you post those to those sites as well. And that would complete posting to our classified and social media accounts. Now, if you go out of this and you hit property details, you could go in here and see that the internet syndicator now has a check mark next to it. Okay. This is in the property section. This is where you got into it. Initially, there was no check mark. Now there is a check mark. It means that this property has been syndicated. Okay, and it has gone out to all of our third-party sites and our social media sites. And that's it. It's as easy as that. Hopefully, you can see that this, we're getting a whole lot more by doing a lot less work, and we're able to get more exposure by doing this. And it's very helpful because the key to this game is marketing. The more exposure that we get, um, the more of a chance and the better of a chance we have of getting a buyer to call us back and click through and reach out to us and ask us about the property and show interest in purchasing it. If you have any other questions, please be sure to let me know. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn these steps, and I look forward to talking with you in the next training module.